Hey worship leader, welcome to another Quick Tip Tuesday. Now today I'm bringing you along to work with me. I have to get a new song into Planning Center called My Testimony by Elevation Worship. Now you may be a new worship leader or you might just be new to Planning Center and you need someone to show you the ropes, and that's what I'm going to do today. Now I'm not going to go too deep into the process today because this is in fact a Quick Tip Tuesday, but I'm going to give you 2 hacks that you can use to level up your worship leading skills by resourcing your team well. So if you're interested in that, stick around. All right, so you're still here. Let's get at it. So first, I'm in Planning Center. I'm gonna hit this Add a Song button. Type in my song, My Testimony. All right, once you click on that, you can see that we have some options here. I'm not gonna do any of these right now. If you have Song Select, that's great. You would click these. We do, in fact, have that, but if you don't, I want you to see what else you can do to still resource your team well. Click Submit. What's cool about Planning Center is it brings all this information in for you. Now I will say if this information wasn't here, sometimes it seems to glitch, sometimes it's not there, or maybe it's just due to a slow internet connection. I will often go to multitracks.com, and if you need that information, they list it right here once you search your song. Now the first thing you need to do to resource your team well is to get them the lyrics and the chords, and the first hack is to upload your lyrics and chords through the lyrics and chords button here, the feature that is on Planning Center. Now one of the reasons I call this a hack is because if you do this, Planning Center transposes it for you. Once you import these lyrics and chords from the original key, Planning Center automatically gives you all the other keys. All you have to do is make sure you add the keys that you want and they will already be there. Another little benefit is that you don't have to upload a bunch of different PDFs. Now I will say if you have Song Select will do this for you, but I don't like the way Song Select chord charts look, and they don't have all the information that I like to put on my chord charts. And Planning Center's built-in chord chart maker will do that for us really well. So you need to get your chord chart from somewhere. I often get mine from Praise Charts. Now I've already purchased this, but this is where the hack comes in, because most people would just download the PDF and have to download all 12 different PDFs for all the different keys. But here on Praise Charts, they make these chord charts editable. And so if you click this button here, it takes you to this page where you can preview your chord chart. Now instead of downloading, like I said, you want to hit this little wheel right here and click Edit. Now what's cool about this is I have all the lyrics and chords in this edit box, and all I have to do is highlight everything and copy it. Then I go back over to Planning Center and I click the lyrics and chords box, and it takes you to the Planning Center chord chart maker. This side is your preview and this side is your edit box. We'll click in here, copy, paste, and now the lyrics and chords are in here. Now I will say you can get your chord charts from anywhere. I like to purchase mine to make sure they're correct. Just as a side note, make sure you check your chord charts. I've had a couple purchased chord charts from different sites, even Song Select, be incorrect. Now it's okay, it happens, there is grace, but just make sure you put in the time to make sure the chords are right for your volunteers. Another thing, if you're in a pinch or you don't have the money to buy the particular chord chart that you need, there are a couple sites that I always go to see if there's a free version out there. The first one is Worship Together. Now they don't have My Testimony, but they do have a lot of Elevation, Passion, Bethel. A lot of their stuff is on this site, Worship Together. You have to sign up for a free account, but it's well worth it. Another website that I check for free lyrics and chord charts is essentialworship.com, and they do have My Testimony on here, as you can see right here. I would just make sure that you double check the chords. All right, so we have all of our information into Planning Center, but now we need to format our chord chart. Now I always do the same thing. I go up here, click Format, do 2 columns. The font I change to Arial and Helvetica. I make sure the chord chart looks good with spacing. If you need to make any changes, you can just come over here to the editor and type and delete things as needed. The last thing I do is click Numerals and Numbers. Now what this does is it makes chord charts that utilizes the Nashville number system for band members who prefer that method. All right, so you got your chord chart all set up. Now the next thing you need to do is to get your band members an audio recording so they can practice along to the music. Which brings us to hack number 2, and that is to upload your own MP3 into Planning Center. Now I know it costs money, but your volunteers will thank you, and here's why. Planning Center has its own built-in transpose feature. Let's check it out. So the first thing you need to do obviously is purchase the recording, but once you've done that, you drag and drop it on the original key. Now here's the cool part about the hack that I didn't know for the longest time. When you hover over the audio file, go over to this musical note and click it. Now once you do that, you'll see this option to click any of these other keys that you want to do the song in. Now I always sing a little bit lower than the original chording, especially elevation, so I'm going to click B flat and or A here, and as you can see, I can either go up or down. I want to go down because I'm singing lower. Now, as you can see, both of those keys now have an MP3 automatically attached to them. How cool is that? Now, let me just say, this does not work with YouTube links. A lot of people like to use YouTube links because it's free. But if you upload your own MP3, you're sure that your music will be there. Many times I've clicked on Planning Center to see that my YouTube link no longer existed. Whether it's broken or they've taken it down, it's just no longer there, and it's kind of frustrating to have to do double work. Now, it seems like I just slammed YouTube links. I actually do use YouTube links. I just don't use it for my main audio source. I do use YouTube links for supplemental resources like tutorials. And you can add those here. Next to files, you can click the add files button. Now there's two ways to do it. You can click the link button and link anything you want right here and name it, or you can search YouTube directly from Planning Center with this little button here, which is pretty cool. Let me just say one more thought about the benefit of adding an MP3 is that your band will thank you because of the transpose feature, but also your vocalist will praise you. Think about how much easier it is for vocalists to pick out certain parts, like harmony parts, when they're listening to the original track in the key that you're going to be doing it in that weekend. Now, to be honest, it might sound like either a chipmunk or a demon, just depending on how far away from the original key you transpose, and it can sound kind of funny, but it's still super helpful. All right, so that's it. I hope today was helpful for you. If it was, can you hit the like button, please? And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you can be notified when I release new content, which comes out every Tuesday and Friday. I gotta get back to work, but I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.